Heel. Front. Wait. Front. Away. Hi and welcome to another video. So in my last video about the gate working, I said that in order to do that I needed to do some commands. Now someone actually asked me what the NASDU commands are. So in this video I'm just going to take you through the NASDU commands. I'm not for one second going to say that he's perfect, but he knows all of them and we should be able to do a demonstration of them. My SIA question for this video is, there are two types of control room. What are they? Two types of control room, in the comments below. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do heel. Now with these commands, now NASDU say that these are the commands that you're going to learn. Now what you have to appreciate as well is that not everyone speaks English. Not every dog is taught in English. Some dogs are taught in German. There will be people from Spain that are obviously talk to their dogs in Spanish. So it's not that you have to use these ones and nothing else, but these are the ones that NASDU in English say that we're going to use. One of the first things I'm going to show you is safe lead. So this is something I wasn't taught until I went to a class. So safe lead goes through your hand and then you wrap through your palm over the thumb and then you grip on like that. So this safe lead here, if you can see it, so it goes through your palm over. That is what they call safe lead. So that shouldn't be able to be pulled out from your hand. Now obviously if you have it wrapped around like this, yes, okay, that'll be painful. So safe lead is through the palm, round the thumb, down, and that makes sure that it can't be pulled out. Heel is when your dog is around you but not by your side, and basically you want him by your left hand side. So if you go heel, heel. Boy, that's it. Get a treat for that. And this is training. So when I say hand gestures, so when my dog's looking for what I want him to do with heel, because I want him to go around my right hand side, I'll go heel. Good. And there's also other ones with that, so not always will you be able to get your dog to come round your right hand side, so you want him to come in. Heel, front, wait. And I'll do exactly the same thing, but I use in. Now, an easy way, good, front. So an easy way in which to teach a dog to do in is that you have your treat, you have it in front of you, and you say in. And then you're going to go past it, spinning round, and sits down like that. I'll try that again. Front, wait, in. Watch my finger. Now a lot of these are generic to what you would normally teach dogs. So you have your sits. I mean, I can't tell you how I taught him to sit. It's just one of the things you do from puppy. You say sit, 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 and when they sit they go, then you give them the treat. In order to down, it's very simple. So good, heel, heel, sit. It's very simple to get them to down. So what I would do is I would have it and I'll say down, sit, sit. I mean, again, this is quite hard work because he knows what they are. Sit, heel, sit, down. It's basically just getting it by their nose, going down to the floor and then stretching them out, and that makes them go down and stretch out, which will make them go into a down. So now you have the stay command, or what I use is the wait. So good, heel. So again, because I used wait from when he was a puppy, when it comes to the stay command, I just carried on doing my wait. Now, this can obviously be done over a distance, but just when you're starting off, good. You have a scratch. So with this one, all I do is put the lead through my wrist, and then I'll just give him a wait, wait, wait. And what you should be able to do with this is he should wait until you tell him not to. Wait. Down. Sit. Then you have the come command, so that comes after the wait. So basically, good. Wait. 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 Come. And then you have the no commands. Now obviously no is universal for the dog doing something that you don't want him to do. I don't think I need to explain that too much. Yep. No. Yep. Good. Sit. Oh, good. Win. So the next one is stand. Now this has probably been the hardest one for me. So there's not always when you walk up you want your dog to go into a sit. So you may ask him just to stand. So with the stand, if you just put a bit of pressure on that back left leg, you can stop them from sitting. So good. Heel. 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 Stand. Good. Good stand. That. Heel. Stand. Stand. Good stand. And then reward him whilst he's standing. There you go, good stand. Good stand. The next one is find. So I have two types of finds. Now I have my article search find, which I will stand there and just go find. And then I have a find, which should be find him, but I use find, that's very loud. Normally I shout security dog and handler, and that find, he knows that we're then looking for a person. But with finding a person and the article search, the dog's always looking for scent, so he's always after human scent anyway. But when I shout the security dog and handler and then I say find, he's already amped up because I'm shouting and he knows that something's going on. Where the article search, I just use find and it's very calm and controlled.
Find. Keep, heel. Right, keep. Find. Find. Come on, find. Security dog handler! Last chance! Send the dog! Send in the dog! Keep, find. Find. Where is he? Where is he?
And then we have hold. So as you've seen with me with a lot of my videos, like my biting stuff.
You're going to have to stay where you are! Watch it, stay where you are! Do not push the dog! Hold!
I'll get him to do a hold, which is basically just giving them something and that's just for them to bite onto. Then the next one is leave. Leave it! So if I have something in my hand that I don't want him to bite, or I want him to ignore it, I just go leave, 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 leave. Got it. Good boy. So obviously leave is leave something alone, or like I say, if I've got something in my hand, leave, 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 leave. Got it. And then we have speak. So obviously that comes back to my speak on command video. You can go back and watch that one. It's about frustration, but that's one. Speak. 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 But if you want to see more about that, that goes, if you watch my Speak on Command training video that I've done, that one I explain a lot about that. Then you have up and over. So up is to jump up onto something.
And up. Good boy. And up. Good.
Jump over is to jump over something. They're pretty self-explanatory. A lot of the stuff that I do with up is that I'll tap what I want him to jump up to. And over, I'll try and use like a circular motion, or if I've got him on the lead, it's just a little bit of just to get him to come up. And then we have fetch. So obviously if you was going to do a fetch with a dog, right, so this comes back to leave. So leave it, leave, 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 fetch. So that's obviously the fetch command. You just want him to go and get something, bring it back to you. Kinda. And then you have the stop him command.
Are you, what do you think you're doing now? You're doing now? Sit down. Stop it. Hold it. Good lad. Hold it. There's no worries about that one, boy. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Work upstairs. Get leave.
Now that one's used if you need your dog to go and bite, or you need your dog to protect you from someone. Again, I try and use one syllable, and obviously hold is to hold something. So I actually use hold to send him off, but what I will do first is I will shout stop him, send the dog, and then say hold after that. So when I say stop him, the dog approaches the person, and then when I say hold, he knows that he has to hold on to said person or threat. And then the last one is leave or out. Now obviously I use leave when I want him to leave something alone. So when he is biting, by saying leave I should be able to get him to let go. But out is the one that I use the most. It's a single, and when you say out you can be quite sharp with it. I think with leave, because it's got the E and the A, is kind of long, where out you can be quite sharp with it. So they're all the commands that NASDU say that you need to learn. With that, obviously, like I say, people teach their dogs in their native language, whether it be Romanian, Spanish, French, Scottish. But like I say, if you have them down, then obviously you'll be on your way to teaching your dog. And like I say, when you get a puppy, I found it quite hard because instead of heel, when I started, I taught him side. So obviously he used to spin round to my side. When I do walk, I still do it now. I use close instead of heel. So if you are getting a new puppy and you want to teach him kind of the NASDU commands, they're all the list that you'll need to know. And the answer to my SIA question for this video is name the two different types of control room. There is a central control room and a site control room. So obviously a central, if I'm working here, there could be a central control room that's 20-30 miles away. And obviously if I'm working on a site and there's a site control room, then obviously there's one there with you on site. So I hope you like this video. I hope the person that asked for the commands understands it, and I hope you all understand it as well. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe down there as well. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.